right? So obviously, like the more deals that we do, right? So right, we did 3.4 million down, 4 million a year in cash flow, 28 million in equity. That's like all, like we just closed this deal today. Like this deal's closing next week. Like we're like cranking deals out weekly at this point, right? And so I did that by like creating this like recruiting engine where I have like 1,500 people willing to learn from like the senior guys that have been there and done that, like Goldman Sachs, Ernst and Young team, right? And so, like I said, like I spent like 200K in marketing to create 3 mil in cash flow, and then we have like 20 mil in equity when we get all the deals done. But 20,000 leads and only 75 clients because most of the people can't afford it. So the solution, the way we scale it, is by creating the platform, the product where all the people that can't afford it, they subscribe for as low as like $10 a month, and then they get coaching and services and training as to how they can like perform and operate in the network, right? So like here's like the premise of the product, right? So like the marketplace with the deals, but then we can go schedule meetings with the investors, the lenders directly. We can chat with one another, right? Think right, the university for all the people that need to learn, the education, the courses, but then there's also like the network directory of like the lenders, like the people that can give you the financing. Where like Biz Buy Sell, they're not. It's just a marketplace, right? But they're not giving you like, hey, here's the people. This guy's deployed 9 figures in private finance, like where you could schedule the meeting, like and we could chart. Like this would be like a premium subscription, have access to that, obviously, right?
Right,
Right.
right.
But then there's like the consulting portal where for like we could charge people like $100 a year or whatever, and it's like, hey, you can go out and to become a deal scout. And if the company's not ready to exit, you can offer different consulting services so you can start to earn commissions, but you don't have to be an expert. You just have to be able to refer services, right? And so, like, one of our vendors does cost reductions. He has 6,500 consultants, like, as affiliate,
Recording in progress.
right? So, like, we can just adjoint his business with what we're doing, right? And so, like, that's what we're working on is we have, like, all this data, right? There's 1,500 people that want to learn, and then we do the consulting on the businesses, right? And so like that's right why we create the consulting network,
There's so
and then we
many
have
revenue
all
streams.
these different AI tools, and I got to start letting people in soon, but like exactly like so like there's like the premise of the job board where like the talent can come in and like we train them for the portfolio companies or positions within the company. And like we're basically, like I said, like the Uber for buying businesses, where there's the investor, and then we've established that there's talent like willing to do the work, like super qualified, like David, he's bought 10 businesses personally. Junior 6 billion at Goldman Sachs. Jim grew a company from 20 to 200 mil. Steve 1.2 billion Coca-Cola. Khalid 12-year equity partner Ernst and Young. We have like those guys, and then we have like another generation of like operating partners that have all done like 8 9 figures in growth. These people came in, didn't receive a salary, and are now closing acquisitions for our clients that paid us, right? And so like he gets like 12K in closing, and then he gets 5% rev share. So that's 4K a month, and he has 7 clients, right? So we like proven that like there's like a consulting business model for like a qualified senior guy, where it's like, look, you don't get a salary, but you're getting free education, and you're getting all the lending intros. And now like people like Ty are gonna be making 3 500 a year as a consultant with us, and like so like, we can eventually charge for that, right? And so like that's why like the money that we need is like just like we like I said, we put 50K down on a 125 project, so like 75K
Yeah.
gets the app done, and I'm gonna do the demo for everyone today, and it's just like sales and marketing, and really like sales and marketing so that we can focus on me selling the 100K offer, which increases
Right.
our margin, makes us way more profitable, and then there's also like a LinkedIn agency that does fundraising that we want to acquire,
Right.
and then
And
the,
also the guys who are buying a business, you can do an 8 week sprint with them to
yeah.
make them how they can get up to speed, up and running and streamlined.
Yeah, no, exactly. So that's why we're creating like the education programs for all the people that want to learn. And then the final thing that I wanted to show you, like the truly unique thing, is like how I created the trust within the community is the fact that like I literally documented this entire process. Like I've like posted 3 meetings every day for 3 years, building out the entire network from scratch. So you can like here I'm pitching a guy who's like the founder of a multifamily office that's like 24 years old, like, and I'm like always just showing like this is the feedback from the market. These are the different investors. There's no platform where like all of these people are all like conjoined together where we're like leveraging each other's resources in order to collect data, organize the lenders, and get deals done faster, more efficiently in a digital product form. And like we're doing a great job on the consulting side. Like So for anybody who's coming in, guys, like my name is Ryan, and I'm the founder of Acquisition Network, and we help people buy businesses faster without doing the work. And what I'm explaining is that we're doing a great job, like with our team that we have, that helps people to buy businesses faster without like you going out and finding the deal, networking with lenders, and managing the company. We actually just closed a new transaction this week. It was an electric business services business. So it's $300K down, 560 year cash flow back to the client, $3.2 million business. And there's another deal literally closing next week. So like the pipeline's growing, like things are moving and shaking. We're really excited about it. And what I was just doing is I was giving like a quick product demo, explaining why the product itself that we're building is going to allow us to accelerate what we're already doing, which is completing deals on behalf of clients. And so I have do you have a quick feedback?
Yeah, so I think the promise is there. At some point, we have to bring maybe potentially some developers to make it look like Coca-Cola company, you know?
Yeah, we're not there yet. No, like so that's why we're doing the budget. That's the budget. So like that's why
I have people to do that.
like let's talk, man. Like let's raise the money. Like I said, how our system works is I do the complete transparency where I'm like constantly recording. But the problem is this content's on a third party, and most of our clients and users and team, we're not like leveraging this community as where like we used to have an app in the app store where people would come in from the ad and see this content and then come to the meetings, and it would like accelerate the trust cycle, which would allow the company to grow faster. Like that's what we're going to talk about, guys, is that like we've validated that number one, we can close deals for you. What we're now working on validating is the product form of what we're building, which is only going to put you in position to close more deals faster. So I'm going to knock through the agenda, then we open it up for Q&A, and we chat more about how we can all make acquisitions done faster together. So agenda item number one, kind of already went over it. We just closed another deal. It was electric service business. They hired us in June. Now they're in a profitable business, right? That's awesome. We'll get a case study for you guys on that soon. Not certain if I went over this case study last time, but this is validation actually for that story I was telling you, a Sid, where so Ty closed an acquisition for our client. His name is Carlin Reed. And so Ty, who is Ty, he's an operating partner. He's one of the guys who came in, remember I was telling you, wanted to come in, have access to the system. So like he didn't charge us, we didn't charge him. He got access to our lenders. He matched with one of our clients, Reed and Carl, who's like really busy contractors who have like a big like franchise client that they're fulfilling. So they don't have like time to talk and stuff. Sorry, I'm recording myself there. And so wherever I was, here it is. So this case study, it's telling the story of number one, why Ty decided to come into Acquisition Network and learn the system and like work with our clients, like the ones who want to invest with us, who don't have the time to do everything. So it goes over like what he learned, and then it goes over like the deal and like how it was closed. And so what it was closed, it was a pool safety manufacturing company. And like we anticipate being able to grow it by 2x within 12 to 24 months based upon what Ty's experience is. And so how it all works is, here I'm trying to find the deal. Which one was it? Oh, this one right here. Right, 200K down, 100K a year, right? Which is not a ton, but it's still 50% of your money, and it's completely passive, right? And like I said, Ty believes that it's currently positioned to grow, and it's not being utilized correctly. And so Ty is able to close that deal, make a commission. He makes $4,000 a month to manage it, and now he can double it, right? And he has 7 other clients, and so now he's going to be able to set up like an evergreen consulting business. And then, right, Reed and Carl came in and they paid us and they got a service and they're happy, right? And so how do we like scale that process faster? The same way like Uber, like automated matching the driver to the person who didn't want to like raise his hand anymore and he just wanted to go to his phone and say like, I want someone waiting for me. We're doing the same thing, right? So instead of you being like, hey, like this is what you go to Biz Buy Sell, like you're raising your hand like for a cab in the rain and it's cold. Remember think about how much that sucks. Does anyone do that? Does anyone take yellow cabs anymore on this call? Probably not. I've never taken one. I'm kidding. I'm sure you guys have. I've taken maybe, so anytime I ever take a cab, it's like those guys who like steal your money. That's another reason why I don't do it. It's the ones like outside the airport when you're on vacation. They charge way extra. You know what I'm talking about. That's why they made Uber, right? Is this transparency and trust. Like that's why like my generation, we don't mess with taxi drivers. There's just no reason to. Like it's better to just have a platform to do it. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, I digress. I'm having fun. So like I said, that was the case study of a deal that just closed. I'm going to do my best to get the direct case study from Reed and Carl. But like I said, it was a pool manufacturing company. Number 3 is cool. Like good news is we got a commitment for $500K to fund the project development. The bad news is it's like we can't. It's through a trust, and this guy can only invest into real estate projects. So now we're like working on sending him real estate deals that he can invest into. So for example, like he can put down like 40 million like on an apartment deal, and then there would be like 7 figures, 8 figures in fees, and then like those fees he can pay us, but he can't like send us money directly. So for that reason, it's going to take us like 4 to 6 months to get that, but it's still like signed revenue, which is always good news, right? And that gives more reason for people on the fence to invest with us. To obviously do that, because like that agreement, my goal is to have that signed by the next all hands meeting, where we present him some deals. He commits to LOI to $500K to the company. So yeah, and so Tavares is actually he's sending the LOI to that gentleman today. Tavares is the person who's like leading our software development. This company's called Kingdom Code, and so I want to go over the latest demo of the product that we've been building. I've been talking about this thing for years, right? And I've been showing you guys the lovable demo. This is like the pretty version that we want, but this is like, that's what I show, like the live clickable. Like that's what we want with like all the bells and whistles. I didn't get to show you this to say like all the different features, from like deal sourcing to like the one day like we can have like a digital asset and be like sending money through text messages, right? To like the idea of like a task planner. It's like that's like the big vision. But what this video is like the actual live software that we're building, right? This is where I'm like, guys, I need 2 people, I need 5 people to invest 100K, right? Technically, we only need 75K to finish this. And this is what it looks like. We put 50K into the software development so far. And what it is, the premise, the reason why this is going to allow us to get more acquisitions done is it's going to allow us to foster our community. We already have a really powerful network of smart, intelligent, wealthy people. We just need to be able to like accelerate our ability to communicate with one another in a more effective way. Imagine like the very beginning of Facebook, when it was like the idea of like just like creating a way for people to connect in college, like, right? It started off as like a dating app, basically. That's what this is. This is like if I could have, right, if we had 75 investors and I have 1,500 people willing to do work, and it's like in a group chat, we're going to be able to do more work than we're already doing, if that makes sense to you guys, right? Like that's like the fundamental basics of the platform. What it's going to do is just make it easier for us to communicate all in a cohesive way, where we can like post deals, we can align investors, clients, theses to the talent, all in a single place, right? It's going to make us like way better with customer service. It's going to make it way easier for us to train and educate people. It's going to make it easier for us to collect data on everyone. It's going to make it easier so when you guys are on the fence with investing into us, like imagine how much easier. So like actually let me just go through the steps. Let me not skip ahead. I'm sorry. Feel free to watch this in detail, but what I wanted to do is I'm going to go through, I have like 8 ways on why getting this product done makes it easier for us all to get more deals done. It makes it easier for us all to raise money for this platform, which secures your investment as an individual client. Because like if we had $100 million, it's going to be a lot easier for you to get a good deal than when we don't. We're doing a great job without it, as you can see. Like we're closing the deal almost every week at this point, at our current rate. But the bigger we get, the more established, the more market demand we have, the easier it's going to be for you to get your next deal done, the next deal, right? And so this email, what this does is going over, because I'm also obviously pitching people for shareholders at the 100K. Why do we need to get this app done, right? So I went over number one, faster adoption process, right? We have like these ads. Most of you guys are finding us through these videos, right? And like, you don't know me from Adam. I'm some guy in a video, right? They come in through the video and then they download the app, right, that I'm showing you. And then the newsletter, right? We have like this video where I'm like constantly posting meetings of me performing and doing work on your behalf, right? And like growing the network and surrounding myself with other investors and building a product and creating lending connections, right? And so if you could see that before talking to a salesperson, you probably trust us a little bit more, right? We've actually already tested that. We had like a 5K app and it like crashed. It was like too slow. But when it was there, people would trust us way faster than what it is now. Because right now, like not everyone's using this platform and community. Nobody cares, right? There's only like 2 people looking at all this stuff when we have like thousands of people in our pipeline that we're talking to at all times, right? So number one, trust. We're not trying to run off with your money, guys. We're recording everything. We do bi-weekly meetings. These calls have all been recorded for years. There's actual clients and investors on this call, real references. We're like building something, right? Number one. Number two, right, higher conversion rate. So we're already doing 12x on our marketing. We've been doing that for like 6 years. I've been doing 12x on my marketing, right? But 99% of the people don't sign up because they're not qualified for our premium offer. But we have 20,000 leads. Now, when this platform is done, right, and I have like all these recordings, we can go to the 20,000 leads and we could be like, hey, for $10 a month, we can give you this and this and this and this. And so why does that matter? That gets us SaaS revenue, which makes us more profitable. That allows us to like adopt more people, to like learn how to do consulting, which creates more deal flow, which allows the people who invest to get more deals done without you doing all the work, right? We're like aggregating the data for you, and there's a cost. The cost is attention, the cost is the time to train people, the cost is paying the actual consultants that have the experience to do it for you, right? So that's where I was going over the paid deal flow team, right? So when we get the subscribers and we get the app and there's like one single place to manage everything, we can have a group chat and like I can put up a job post and like just train salespeople and just like run them through and get them to sell to businesses and get them to become clients, because that's like the true way to get evergreen deal flow, is have businesses as clients rather than only going to brokers or only going to people and asking them to exit right away, right? So like we're going to create evergreen deal flow through a consulting network through the app. It allows us to become the marketplace, so actual brokers can list through us, right? People come to our current website all the time and ask us about deals, but those deals aren't live because we haven't been working on it, because it's just a website. Whereas when this actual app is done, we can like list deals and move opportunities faster, like through a collective community of investors and deal pullers and consultants. Right? So us actually becoming the marketplace, that houses close. Higher LTV for every customer, right? So it allows us to monetize our audience in 8 different ways by building, I was going over this, right? The 8 different like AI tools that eventually we have, right? So with each user, as we start building these tools, from like deal sourcing to like deal evaluation calculator to like a lending portal to, I was saying, like the task planner to like the AI tutor. These are all different ways to like monetize the network. Get more people into the platform, obviously encouraging institutional investment and making it easier for us all to like get more deals done, right? Another like functional point I was mentioning is like the idea of reference chat. So like a lot of times you guys are on the fence with like sending us money because you think you're like not gonna have like a good experience. So you want to talk to someone that paid us already and know what their experience is like firsthand, right? So like here's examples of references of people who've like bought shares in our company. We have another reference list of people who are like clients who can talk to you. Having an app and a community will make it easier for us to create those connections, because like, you know, not from our perspective, we have a new client signing up every week and we want to scale that. And so like there comes a point where clients like don't want to give away their phone numbers to like people constantly every week. But what we can do is like through this community is I can have like a group of our references and investors like in a group chat, and we can just invite you to it, and then you'll see the social proof right there when you speak with them, and you'll be able to like set up one-on-one chats like within the call, but also join the chat, join the community. And so that, like I said, allows us to create trust, it allows us to grow the network faster, more deal flow, more investors, right? 7, a really sweet feature is going to be push notifications. So we've been doing these all hands meetings for years and years, where like we bring everyone together and But the amount of people in the meetings kind of been the same amount. It's usually like 20, 30 people. And it's partially just because like email marketing and texting, they don't always go through. People get busy. But by having like a community and an app, there's going to be a push notification where we can go live, and that's going to drive more adoption, right? And so like instead of us having 20, 30 people, imagine us having like 200 people on these meetings. And we're talking about, hey, we have these investors that have these mandates, and these are where we can get the deals. This is how we can all work together, right? And so it makes it easier for us all to work together, right? And then finally is vertical integration. The more ways we can monetize the data, the more ways that the company becomes profitable. So I kind of talked my head off, but anyway, I made a video that walks through why this app makes it easier for us all to get deals done. And right now, for the first 5 people that invest 100K, you get 1% of the company, 3 deals. And so we're working diligently on that. And then the final thing that we're working on is like growth through licensing. So the idea of like basically creating competitors in different markets to deliver this unique business model to like different areas, right? And charging for like regionals. And so that will once again allow us to create adoption faster, collect more data, yada yada. So these are all things that we're working on. Really excited. Like I said, guys, we just closed this deal yesterday. There'll be another deal closing next week. More case studies will be coming in. We're doing our best to get the interviews on the board for you. And so that's the overall agenda. That's what I went over. Like this is like content that I sent out to like some shareholders, leads. And yeah. Hope everyone's doing awesome. Hope everyone's having an awesome new year. I don't know, Alex, if you're there, if there's anybody that wants to say hello.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Ryan?
Steady stacking, brother.
Thanks for the presentation. Yeah, actually, I have Michelle. I think maybe she was on last week, but I'll have her introduce herself. I know you're driving, Michelle, so if you can hear us, if you want to say hi. She might be driving. That's totally fine. She said she was going to listen in today.
Okay.
We got Paul.
Hi,
What's going on,
Michelle.
Paul? Yeah, we got Paul. Paul, can you hear us, man?
What's going on, Paul? How's the search been for you? Your mic's not working well.
Yeah, we can hear you.
It's all good here. Thanks, guys. Sorry, I was having a hard time getting off mute.
All's good, man.
You want to say what's up to the team, Paul, and let us know why you're here. I know I sent you the invite, but I know you had a previous conversation with myself, a couple conversations anyways, and one with myself and Ryan. I was able to touch base with Paul today, and yeah, if you want to say what's up to the team and your interest, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, sure. No, thanks, Alex. No, good. Alex has been good at keeping in touch, and Ryan and you and I had a conversation. And I'm, still kind of like a lot of folks, I would imagine, trying to understand the best path forward for me. Who does it make sense for me to partner with, and what does that do? I like what you guys are doing. I like the kind of dual path of you're creating a company. I get the SaaS and the platform environment very well, and like that story, but I'm trying to understand the other side, which is a little bit more relevant to me firsthand and more immediate for my needs. And that's where I'm at right now. And I'm going back and forth, and Alex is helping me, get a little more information as I try to make that decision. And calls like this are helpful.
Awesome. Yeah, well, like the immediate needs is, dude, we're closing weekly. We got people doing that right now.
Oh, no, it's great.
You know what I mean? Like we're like actually closing, so like we're like it's happening now. So that's why if you put a product behind it, we can 10x the output. And that's why people like you, man. I was looking at your LinkedIn. Like if you give me a humble brag, and there's a reason why I'm asking it is because dude, it sounds like your background's killer based upon what I saw.
Well, thank you.
Like which is congruent to what we're doing, which is why I'm saying it. Like,
no, look, I think, I don't know, I've been doing some of this due diligence around, and I think I'm running into people like myself who have had a career and a corporate career of some sort. and maybe have built some things or ran some things, or some of us have done both. In my case, I've been fortunate enough to both build some pretty big things and then run some things that were sizable as well. And I'm looking forward to being the owner and not just being the, benefiting from my options, right, on a small scale. And I think that's the real interest, is looking to a partner. If I have a certain set of skill sets, or whoever is looking out there in my seat, looking, and they have their certain skill sets and they kind of know what they are. And, I'm trying to find, in my case, I'm trying to find a partner who has a skill set who can help me identify and put me in a good place and run me through the whole M&A process. I don't want to learn that. I want someone who can help me with that, because I want to go spin that around once or twice or maybe 3 or 4 times with different companies, and then use my expertise to grow that. I don't want to build an expertise in building companies, and that's kind of why we're having conversations together.
That's the beautiful thing, man, and that's why if you it's a dual partnership with us. Is number one, we can help you get a deal done, right? We're doing it weekly at this point. Number two, man, with what you've done, you help a company like us grow. That just means you're just getting evergreen retained services to buy businesses for you, and you don't have to learn how to do it. You just have to do it. You just have to do what you're already good at.
I hear you.
So that's the fun part, man. And I'm glad you're here. So there's a reason why I asked you for a humble brag. I don't know if Sid, if you're there, because I saw you went off the camera. I would love to hear you if you could give your quick humble brag. And the reason for that is I want to just I'm trying to give a quick demonstration, guys, of the quality of resumes of people who are still on the outside of the fence. You guys come on this side of the fence with the resumes that we already have. It's done. I shouldn't have to make any more sales calls or convince anybody. The money's on the call right here. It's done, dude. With the talent and the resumes, it's over. Please tell us, so what did you think, number one, Sid, of the initial presentation? And two, could you please share your background and why, if you became in as an advisor and partner, you make it way easier for us to raise institutional money and make all these people who are on the phone safe for them to buy businesses.
Sure, my name is Ashish Das. I've been myself electronics engineer, and have been in Wall Street doing technology merger and significant complex large projects. I also have on the one side that going on the other side I have a significant real estate business also, with acute knowledge in construction and scaling up in a particular market and trying to get into other markets. So I think the value proposition I see based to buy and sell is one platform where you don't tie everything together, right? This platform is solution.
Yeah.
Over there, just connecting people is not enough. Feel and forget, and touch, connect and forget. It's not your hand holding, start to finish, acquisition to growth, and then also being funding partners. That knowledge of end-to-end solutioning around someone who is bringing money to the table, it's significant.
Do you see, we literally just need the product now. The consulting margin is just too small. That's why we just need 5 people come in at 100, get that liquidity, get the product done. Now we can monetize the low ticket, and then I keep running at 100. If I get 2 people to pay 100 a month, now we doubled, right? And we just soar, dude. It's just done. And then we just go raise 100 mil, get the PE, so now we can co-invest with all of our clients. And it's dude, you can't stop us, dude. To everyone who's on the fence right now, the fact that you guys are on the call right now, the momentum that is built, by the next call, it should be done by the calls that we've been doing. Seriously. I'm serious. Guys, we've been working on this for so long, and it's just getting in the room, the people who could fund this 500. Paul knows the people. You guys have done it. You guys grown billion-dollar companies, literally. Jim's grown companies to hundreds of mil. Right? He's invested. He's on the team. And we just all have to work together and just get this shit done, dude. So, yeah. Thank you for your feedback.
Sure.
I'm glad you enjoyed the presentation.
Yep, I did.
Does anybody else? How about Chris Leonberg? I saw you posted something. Do you want to share any feedback?
Oh, just new to the group. This is my first week in the all hands. Just started my search, working with somebody.
So you just became a client. Pleasure. Thank you so much for your business, sir.
Yep.
How'd you find out about us?
want to say it was Instagram.
Cool.
Yeah. And anyone curious about my background, I'm actually have been working in the AI and machine learning space for over a decade now.
Sweet.
Worked at companies like Priceline.com, Amazon, Stripe, and I'm currently working at a fintech unicorn that actually provides services for other fintechs. And then I do
What?
some consulting work on the side too. So
That's so
I
awesome.
have a startup founder in LA who's working on a computer vision company that wants me to come in and do some consulting work for them. I have a couple of Y Combinator guys that
Christian.
are working in the risk space. They're having me do some stuff with them too. So,
Dude, let's plug
and
up.
Jim and I have talked a little bit about some potential like AI stuff
Yeah,
as
man.
well. So
Sounds
I pitched a friend of mine who's just exiting a startup of his own about trying to see how we could come up with like a deal valuation calculator that's like agentic based. So
boom, and we'll resell this on the platform. Dude, sweet, man. Where are you calling from?
I live just outside of Denver.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Welcome to the network, man. Dude, sounds like we need to have strategy sessions, go over the vision. I could send you the latest and greatest of what I've been working on in the back end.
Cool.
Sounds like you could plug up some connections, man. It's super valuable. That's the beauty of what we're building, guys. We're creating a behemoth. It's just like we get past this chasm. It's like, oh my God, 25K or 35K, whatever the price is. Sorry. Once we get past that, guys, and we're just like there, it's like we're like, yeah. How about Corey, man? I know it's your first call. You came in a little bit late? I don't know if you saw the whole pitch or whole presentation, but love for you to introduce yourself. You're like you're one of us, dude. You need to be on the go to market team with us, dude, and help us drive the funnel, dude.
I welcome it. I'm looking forward to it. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Great. Thanks. Yeah, thanks again, Ryan, for extending the invite and continuing our conversation and just expanding our relationship from our initial conversation. Like most of us here, a seasoned executive, have had a lot of varied, experience launching startups, helping sell one, driving operations and go-to-market strategy and P&L for global, technology companies, many of which everybody probably knows on this call, working in fintech and payments in the last 5 years. And, building teams globally. And, I've had a lot of experience in, working for somebody else's dream, like most of us. And we talked about this, Ryan. And that's why I'm really excited about this opportunity. And I'm tired of working for somebody else's dream and making somebody else money. And, this is something I'm excited about and interested in. And like I believe Paul had mentioned, this is kind of like the beginning phases. Right now, I'm currently doing different projects like all of us. And right now I'm working with a venture capital firm. That's actually how I met Ryan and heard about the Acquisition Network through one of, Kobe Givens, who's on our scout team. I'm currently doing work with Lucan Capital on, pre-seed funding ventures. And Kobe and I had a conversation after one of our open capital calls and started talking to me about, it was kind of serendipity, frankly, because I've been looking at business acquisition for a while, and I've been attending other kind of quote unquote pundits, if you will. And there's a couple of them out there, a lot of them suck, to be honest with you. And this one just really kind of jumped off the page to me with so much value. So in the early days, but I don't, I'm serious about trying to gather the information to make an educated decision on how I best proceed.
Cool, man. Yeah, the beauty of this is we do these every 2 weeks, and there's ongoing. We're just reporting performance. I'll send you the recording because I think it came in mid call. But the premise is, guys, there's like three people on the call that have grown, three new people that have grown companies 8-9 figures, like perspective. And you guys need to come to our side. Come to our side and we'll work together, collect the data, right? Collect this data, buy businesses. It's like just talk to the references, talk to the people. But before I do that, I want to keep it open for is there any new people? We have Mr. Compton. I think this might be your first call. Compton, I gave you the testimony pitch. I don't know if you want to say hi to everybody. You're calling from sunny Arizona. I'm really jealous. It's cold right here in New York. Are you there, Joe, Mr. Compton? Maybe not. He's on a call. No worries. Yeah,
He's on you mute.
Yeah, we had a good one. And is there anyone else, Alex? Anybody? I don't know, JT, if you want to, I'm sorry, Alex. You got something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, we got Lamont back on here. He got started with us. So
Hell yeah, Lamont! Thank you so much for all your support on the comments, bro. There's a lot of people that hate and talk stuff, and I appreciate you supporting us.
No problem. I had my first meeting with DeAndre today. It was pretty good. We talked. We had our first. He was asking me about what we're looking for and everything. So we have a meeting on Monday. We're going over some options and starting that process. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. Thank you so much for your business, and thank you so much for your support on the journey. Is there anyone else, Alex? I see. Is that Scott, our Scott? Is there a new Scott? Is that Scott on the team?
not sure, but hey, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Sarah, thank you so much.
Me, Sarah?
Hi, Sarah.
Yes, you, Sarah. We always love to hear your input at the end of these.
Hi, Sarah.
How are you guys? I always enjoy your energy, Ryan. It's good to be around it.
Amazing. I'm glad and I appreciate you for being part of the journey and supporting as well. Thank you for referring Chris. Chris, I hope you're enjoying your journey as well. Assuming you've been onboarded well and effectively.
Yeah, I have. All things are moving. A couple of calls already with the OP, so we're looking at deals already.
Awesome. How about Mr. McTaggart? Your deal's like almost closing, huh? Maybe. I think he's like almost closing. Are you there? Are you talking? Yeah, no worries. I said, let's text or email and schedule a follow-up. I'm glad you saw the vision, man. We do these calls every 2 weeks, and this is how we create trust. I don't know if you're there, John. I can't hear you. And so the only other person I can't, I've never seen is Dan Croxford. I'm not sure if you want to say hi, Dan.
I'm new and just wanted to take a look on this meeting, and I think I have a call with Alex on Monday.
I'll go. What's your background, man?
I'm a physician, and I just am looking for. I've been looking into buying businesses lately and looking for ways to diversify my investments and to diversify my income, and so that hopefully I can retire one day.
That's the goal. Looking forward to our meeting on Monday. Dan, I just seen that we're scheduled in there. Who did you talk to as who was the original person you spoke with?
It was Ross.
Awesome.
And then what kind of doctor are you?
I'm an anesthesiologist.
Awesome. Where are you calling from?
Billings, Montana.
Awesome. Well, pleasure, man. I'm glad we were able to find you and you were able to find us, and welcome to the network, and appreciate you for taking the time to see what we've been up to. Well, we do these. We do these every 2 weeks just to provide transparency, accountability, where people can meet, and so on. JT, I want to open up for you, man. I don't know if you could share what you texted me. Like, is that like you found the light? You found a way for us? So for those who haven't met JT, actually, JT, I don't know if you were on the call last week, but I presented your event proposal. JT's on the use of funds. We want to get him. He's going to help us host like in-person events in New York, which is going to allow us to like generate more user adoption and all that. Feel free to humble brag if you want, JT, if you're there. But I think he just went off of camera, so now he can't talk.
There you go. Hold on, my wise buttons appear on me. No, I'm excited of what's going on here at Acquisition for Nora. And what I just texted you was I found, I think, a better way, or it's not what to say better way, it's just another option. Since we're putting together a software, one of the things that I've done in the past to raise capital for a software launch is to provide a lifetime membership where the people who, it's limited to only a set amount of people. So it's capped out at a specific amount of people. They're, instead of doing 100K or 25K, it's a lower entry, like an 8,000, 5,000. And they get lifetime access to the software. So in the future, when the software has a subscription model, it has all its paywalls, they have basically full access to the whole thing for life.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. What we need is someone to focus on selling the product, like because we have products from 1,500 to 12K, and like we like it needs to be bundled with that really because that's like the info do it yourself. So no, that's actually a great idea. We should make that like some scarce, just like as a added bundle. We're actually doing a webinar next week. Jim, let's throw that in the webinar of like, dude, subscribe, get access to the platform, blah blah blah. We need to generate more. You're right, like because it needs to start just paying for itself before it exists. You're right.
The last time I did it, bro, we collected 100K in the first week with just like maybe I got like 300 emails. So 300 emails.
Yeah, you're right, dude.
In about a week. So I know, and it's not acquisitionpreneur. It's not this app. You know what I'm saying? It was something that's not as valuable what we have to offer over here. So just putting it together, compiling with some of the other offers, man, just putting it into a bundle. And, you know, they can start educating themselves, getting access to the other stuff as they wait for the actual MVP to roll out.
Dude, let's schedule a follow-up and go over that with, we should talk like with product and with Jim.
Let's get it.
Just talk about like, because we have that webinar next week. So if we could do a quick huddle before that to like maximize opportunity, that'd be ideal.
Let's do it.
Well, I'll text you for availability, and we'll set that follow up. And if you mind, can you give because this is a recording, can you give a quick humble brag as to why would somebody want to invest millions of dollars in the company so that we could hire you ongoing to do events? Like, give a quick humble brag on your event background, if you want. Because remember, we have these recordings and we document everything.
I don't know. It's just the button keeps on going away from me to do it. Why would somebody invest in a system? Well, at the beginning of most changes or shifts in a market, especially paradigm shifts in a market, there's typically a disruptor who provides data. He provides access to people to do things that used to be really, really hard to do. Now they make it easy and simple for somebody to do. Right? So it usually takes a person who has a lot of case studies, who has a lot of success, who knows what they're doing, and not only knows what they're doing, but has a team that can operate them doing that for anybody else. So those are kind of the prerequisites you need from a team who can actually scale a $1 billion app, right? Because it's just not technology, it's the actual real work, the actual real business transactions that happens behind the scenes. And in the acquisition and merger space, everything is basically behind the scenes. So to be able to democratize that, bring an app where who bring regular or people who typically wouldn't be able to enter the market because of the barriers of finances and capital. They're able to enter in a little bit lower, whether it's just learning at first or applying through the software and leveraging a network that the software is going to make available. Again, it's just going to give everybody here some wings to work it faster. So to be on the ground floor and be an investor in that platform before it reaches the masses, before it reaches people, that's where you want to be at. And if you're on this call, you're here.
This is where we're at, guys. Like I said, we're raising 500K. We're gonna get this app done. We're gonna get the sales and marketing. Literally, for these shareholders, guys, we have an exclusive off-market, like LinkedIn marketing agency that we can acquire. The asking price is $1 million with 300K EBITDA. Right? They're in the business. This agency raises money. It's raised $70 million and generated like thousands of meetings, like 400 meetings a month. So imagine us being able to acquire that. And then all the investors in that agency, we can convert into a client. We can obviously raise money for the platform. We can raise money for the subsequent companies, right? So like once we have enough money for the app, now we can just go raise money for our PE group at a fixed interest where we can co-invest with our existing clients, making it easier for us to complete more transactions and drive more people to the app, right? So that's why, like, if you're a client, obviously invest, but like if you're capable of investing 100K, guys, at this time, like, God bless you, you should definitely do it right now, because we're giving you a discounted service to get the deals done, but then you're also getting ownership in every deal that we do for the rest of our existence, and I record everything, right? And you're gonna literally watch us. Like, the purpose of that 500K is gonna be we can raise more money to create more leverage on your 100K, right? So now, like, the cost of you're spending the money to get the deal that you want done for you, and the value of that money is gonna grow. Like, there's like very few times you're ever gonna be able to do that ever in your life, and the value of this money can grow anywhere from like 10 to 100x in 5-10 years. Like, that's not like us becoming $1 billion company. If you look at the resumes of the team, like, that's not like cataclysmic. That's not a crazy idea. If you look at like what Jim has done, Jim is like on this call. If you look at what Nicole has done, he's like literally on this call. Like, Jim grew a company 20 to 200 mil. Like, Nicole grew a company from 1 to 125 mil in like 4 years. Like, and they're on the call. You guys are the investors. You guys are on the call. You guys have the money. Like, the money's on this call to like fund these invoices. Right here. And we just need to schedule meetings and work together. Get the first 200K in, and we knock these invoices out. We get this app done. Now, what the app is going to do is going to allow us to all be able to interact with one another easier and more efficiently. It's like the beginning of Facebook. It's like it'll be our branded app where we can collect data on all the users. We can upsell them on subscriptions. We can create courses. We can have notifications where we can drive people to meetings. We can provide references. We can provide better customer service. We can organize our deal flow partners, our channels, the companies. Like, everything's going to get easier when this app is done. And yes, it's not going to be perfect right away. We're going to have to work through stuff, but like, we have to like get to that point, right? We have to like get it built, start using it, drive all of the data. We have thousands of people that have been seeing our content for years and years that we can drive into this app. Guys, getting a few thousand, a few hundred people to work together to complete acquisitions. We've already we've set up 17 deals this quarter with the team that we have right now. Imagine a platform, like, one of our partners has 6,500 affiliates, right, for cost reductions. Right, we replicate that. We go get, like, we already have like 1,500 people that want to learn. Let's drive thousands of people into this app. You, the investor, get to sit back. We're already doing the work. We're pulling the deals. Look, here is us doing the work, right? Here are the names of the interns pulling the deals. We're collecting the data. We're completing the transactions. We do the bi-weekly meetings. We record all the calls. We have references you can speak to on a one-on-one basis to verify that they paid us and we delivered the service. We have a team. We have the resumes. Like, the team has completed billions, like, in transactions. Like, if you look at the resumes of the team. Also, another update is the website is under construction. It's not done yet, but we've done all this. We haven't updated our website in like a year, like maybe 2 years. Like the team has changed a lot. So here's like original partners, but now like we have obviously we need to get a picture of Robert, but Robert's company generated like 20 billion over the last 20 years. Like he did a 9-figure exit for Salesforce. David's bought a business every year for the last decade. Khalid, 12-year equity partner, Ernst & Young. Like these are people who've been working with us for 6 months, and we just added them to the website, right? Right. Nick committed $650 in marketing, fully invested in our company. He's on the call, right? Jay, like years of marketing. Nicole, Ty, right? So like we just added all of these new partners. Scott, investor, right, worked with us for 6 months, helping clients close, invested $50K in the company to build the app, like real reference, right? Ty, like years and years, he's like a doctor, product developer, right? We have like the super team, real, like really, really super qualified team. And we're uploading more case studies. There's still more that need to be updated of like deals that we've closed and all that. So, like I said, guys, we're recording all the calls. We have case studies. We have like the resumes of like a really talented squad. It's like getting better. We don't have everything figured out, but we're like definitely leading the market. We're doing something really unique and valuable. Nobody's doing what we're doing, and you should just invest. Stop overthinking it. We have references. Just like talk to somebody and just sign the paperwork and get started so that we can get this product done. Get this product done so I can help you get your deal done faster. So you can be like Andrew, who like hired us in May, and now he's making $39,000 a month, right? And he's like open to talk to you and explain to you what his experience is, why he hired us, why he did it, what the process was. We changed his life. It happened. We have case studies. Here's like 17 deals. This deal just closed this week. This deal is closing next week, right? All these deals are closed. More deals are closing, right? This, like, realistically, we'll probably update like 3 to 5 more deals like this week on this. Christian Liebenberg, you have a question. Sorry. Sometimes I start preaching. I start just pitching. Like I can't stop. Because like the fact that this product isn't done drives me insane. It makes my skin crawl. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Christian? Go.
I was gonna say, I noticed on your slide something about tokenization.
Yeah.
I've connected Jim already with someone else that I know who does crowdfunding for business kind of fundraising stuff. Jim, I saw you just emailed them and getting back to them on the connection side. But on the tokenization side, I know I'm actually really good friends with a guy who runs a company that allows you to like tokenize anything. So I can connect Jim with him as well too.
I'm open to learning about it. The premise of that is I would want to go do that like probably later down the line because I don't want to throw too much at everybody because what I feel like what I'm doing is already too disruptive.
Obviously.
Yeah, so
it's about making connections.
Yeah. I mean, I'm open to learn, but I don't know if I can implement today because I need to establish trust with just like the M&A and like just operating the assets on behalf of like clients. That's like going to take years, probably like 3 to 5 years to really show that we're like the best in the world at doing that. Create the community, you know what I mean? Raise money. Build the AI tools to like accelerate that, like exit like a big group. I want an IPO. Jim doesn't want an IPO. I'm crazy. I want to raise unlimited money and solve poverty. And so after we do that, then we do the crypto after like we're already like super big. And we start like doing, we have like offices in multiple, like we have like own companies in different countries and like have offices. Then we can start like doing stuff like that. And it's like, that's why we're creating the digital asset because we have entities across different lands. And this is easier for us to transact. And there's like actual use case for it. So, yeah, I'm having fun, guys. I actually recorded this whole one today because I knew I was going to be preaching good. I was like, I'm recording this. I'm going to turn this into content. Does anyone else have any feedback, comments? I saw Jason B hop in late. I'm not sure how much you heard. I'll send you the recording. but feel free to say hi if you like.
No, sounds good. I'll catch the recording. Thanks.
Cool, man. If you don't mind sharing, what's your background? What motivated you to learn more about business buying?
Yeah, I kind of found out about the ETA route a little while back. Searched around a little bit, came across some of your marketing material, started checking it out. Come from mainly a W-2, but have tried starting a few different businesses myself from the ground up, which is a pain in the ass. So I like this route better.
Cool.
So I've been working with Ty. Ty's great. We're just trying to lock down the right one.
You were going to Ty? Awesome. That's awesome. And thanks so much for your business. I really do appreciate you for joining the network. Yeah, so we do these calls every 2 weeks as a way to just for accountability, provide corporate updates as to how the platform and network is growing, different lenders that we're bringing to the table and such. So meeting of the minds.
Awesome.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate everybody for hopping on. Appreciate all your support, and hope you guys got value out of today's meeting. And if you have the money, you need to buy those shares, guys, while you still can. Sweet! Giving away gold, man. It's going to be, literally, we're going to create an asset class that moves the market and improves the GDP of nations globally. That's the mandate. That's what we're working on. And we're going to keep having meetings. We're going to keep recording calls. We're going to keep outreaching in front of buyers, investors, and sellers until this platform is done and the future of doing business is completed. So I hope you guys got great value out of this meeting. If you haven't checked out this demo, check it out. This is what we're building. This is the next Facebook for business buying. I validated it. We did the research. It doesn't exist. I got the customers. We built the team. We're fulfilling with the customers. Now we need the product. The product's going to accelerate our ability to complete these transactions and raise institutional capital, which puts us all in position to get more deals done. You want us to have $100 million. You want to give $25K to a $100 million company that can co-invest with you and provide you with leverage if the deal doesn't go through successfully, right? The bigger we are, the more support that we can provide to you. And that's why this is such a great opportunity, because nobody that has $100 million is going to care and help you get into deals, right? That's the beauty of what we're building. We actually do care. And we want you to win, because that's how we're going to make the most success in the long run, is by helping other people. That's the true value of what we're building. So thank you so much for everybody for attending, and feel free to reach out. Let's schedule some one-on-ones. If you have any questions as to why you'd want to hire us or buy shares in the future doing business, please reach out. Give me your honest feedback. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening. If anyone wants to stick around and just talk to me one-on-one, I'll be available. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ryan. Have a good night.
See you, peace. Take care. Bye.
Thanks.